Hola clase. This week we have a lot more information that's going to be in the video, so I'll try and move fast. The reason why is because we actually have a new vocabulary list, as you probably already saw in the Google Classroom. Hopefully you printed out your new vocab list so you can write it down, follow along, and we can move through these new terms rather quickly. The idea of this unit is la ciudad, the city, so we are going to cover a variety of different locations. So, let's get started. First, we're going to go over our terms on the left, our masculine terms. El acuario means the aquarium. ¿Te gusta el acuario? Do you like the aquarium? Next is el banco. This one's a pretty good cognate. It just means the bank. After that we have el café. Now this one's a little tricky because in our food unit we learned that el café means coffee. So what location would go with coffee? El café, which is the cafe or the coffee shop. Next is el centro comercial. Literally it means a central commercial area where commerce would happen. We just call it the mall, el centro comercial. Next up, el cine. El cine actually means the movie theater. Next, hopefully you might have seen this before, el colegio. El colegio, it looks like college. It's a false cognate. It actually means high school. If you were to look this up in Spanish dictionary, you would see that they just say school in general. And the reason for this is actually because high school isn't always mandatory in a lot of Spanish-speaking countries. So they might not always have names for different levels of education like we do. However, to help make things a little more clear, we are going to use el colegio as high school. Next one, el edificio. That means the building. Just any building in general, el edificio, the building. El estacionamiento. This long word actually just means parking lot. Nothing too fancy. Next one, a much better cognate, el gimnasio, the gym. This next one's an even better cognate, el hospital, the hospital. Now, the nice thing about this is they're actually spelt the same in Spanish and English. However, quick reminder, in Spanish, H's are silent, so we just say hospital, el hospital. This might be a popular destination in the summertime here in Michigan. El lago, the lake. I personally am a fan of the next one. El mercado. El mercado means the market. For us, I want you to envision like a flea market where there's a lot of different stalls, usually outdoor, one-person vendors, people who are selling things, and it can be a variety of different goods. So if you've ever been to a flea market, you might know what I'm talking about. These are actually really popular in Latin America, which makes sense if you think about it because you usually need nicer weather for flea markets, and they tend to have a little bit nicer weather than we do closer to the equator. Next up, el museo. This means museum. The next one is a good auditory cognate. El parque means the park, a good place to go outside, get some sunshine, and maybe a little walk-in. Finally, we have el restaurante. You've seen it before, but it's a location, so we should probably add it to the list. The restaurant. Alright, we got through our masculine side. Hopefully that wasn't too fast. If you need to, pause, go back. Now let's go through our feminine vocabulary terms. La biblioteca means the library. Now, you might hear this phrase, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Where is the library? For some reason, that seems to be a popular phrase that people know in Spanish. The next one, la ciudad. I actually said this right at the beginning, so you might have already caught it. La ciudad means the city. Usually it's talking about like a bigger size population, so we could say Nueva York. New York is una ciudad grande, a big city. After that we have la escuela. La escuela just means school in general. However, to help us clarify between school and high school, we're going to say that la escuela is more like elementary or middle school. Next up, la estación de autobuses. This one's kind of a cognate if you think about it. Literally, it means the station of buses. So for us, it's just a bus station or a bus stop. After that, another kind of cognate, la estación de tren, the station of train, or as we would say it, the train station. Next is la fábrica. La fábrica is a bit of a false cognate. It has nothing to do with fabric per se. It's actually a factory where things are made. La fábrica. Next one is a better cognate. La farmacia just means pharmacy. After that, we have la florería. It means flower shop. A way to remember this is la flor means the flower, which we learned back in our chores vocab list. But that little ia is added on to it. La florería, flower shop. Next one, also very good to know. La heladería. This one, if you look at it closely, hopefully there's a kind of a word familiar. Remember the phrase el helado from our food vocab list? Ice cream? Well, la heladería is an ice cream parlor or an ice cream shop. After that, we have la iglesia, the church. Then we have la juguetería. La juguetería means a toy store, which as a kid was probably your favorite place to go. Next one is la lavandería. Now this has lava in it, like we use from lavar, washing. So la lavandería is the place where washing is done, or the laundromat, where you take your clothes to get cleaned. Next we have la panadería. Once again, we have another old food vocab word in here. El pan means bread. So a place you might buy bread is la panadería, the bakery. After that, we have la papelería. The main word in this is el papel, which means paper. So la papelería is a place where you can buy paper supplies. In other words, it's a stationery store. We don't really have stationery stores nowadays where you just buy paper supplies. For us, it would be more like Office Depot, where you can get office supplies, school supplies, paper-related supplies. La papelería. Next one, not a good cognate, just something we gotta remember. La peluquería actually means a hair salon, where you get your hair done up. Then we have la piscina, the pool, going to be a little more popular with hopefully some nicer weather coming up. And then we have la pizzeria. Good cognate, it just means a pizzeria, a pizza shop, a pizza place. Good place to go. Then we have la tienda. This just means a store. Any store in general you would call la tienda, the store. Then we have la universidad. Good cognate just means the university. And finally, we have la zapatería. Now, we just did a clothing unit. We didn't get a lot of practice with it, or as much as I would like. However, hopefully you recognize el zapato, the shoe. So now if we have la zapatería, it's a place where you buy shoes. It's a shoe store. All right, Class A, we got through all those terms. Nicely done. There was a lot of locations I just threw at you. Now, for our grammar topic that's going to go with this, look at the bottom of your vocab list. I have the verb ir on there twice. Next to it is a space, and then one says present, one says past tense. So next to ir, for both of them, I want you to write to go, because ir doesn't have any tense. It's an infinitive, so it's always just going to mean to go. When we conjugate the verb, that's when we see what tense it's in. So we've worked with ir in the present tense. So we're going to go through this a little bit faster. Voy, vas, va, vamos, and then in Spain they would say vais, and then van. So all together that's voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. What this means is voy means I go. Vas means you go, for you informal, like a friend, someone your own age, a family member, you go. Va is our our pretty general one. We could use it for he goes, she goes, you formal go, or you could use it if you're just saying my brother goes somewhere, my friend goes somewhere. We're just talking about one person going somewhere. On the plural side, we have vamos, we go. Then we also have van, which could be for they go, or y'all go, or if we want to say the cats go outside. As long as you're talking about multiple people, we can use van. So hopefully the present tense part is a bit familiar to you. But now I'm going to introduce the new part. Ir, to go, but in the past tense. Because we're not always going to say, yesterday I go to the store. That's not how we talk about the past, things that we've already done. So we would say, yesterday I went to the store. In order to say I went, we're going to say fui. Fui, I went. If we want to say you went, for example, to the store, we would say fuiste. More specifically, we would say fuiste a la tienda. You went to the store. If we're talking about one person who went somewhere, he went, she went, you formal went, we would use fue. Fue. If we want to say we went to a location, we would say fuimos. If they want to say they went or y'all went, they would say fueron. All together, that's going to sound like fui, fuiste, fue. Fuimos, fueron. All right, clase, that's your new vocabulary list, which we're probably going to use to finish out the year. If you have any questions, please let me know. And after you have this filled out, go ahead, work on that Google form. It's pretty short, but I just wanted to double check that you got this list done and you're on the right track. All right, clase, miss you guys. It's been a crazy year and I hope you're holding up all right. Hasta luego. See you later.